Welcome to this video on the recent updates on Canelo Alvarez, Turki Al-Sheikh and Jake Paul and Terence Crawford. So getting straight into it, getting to the start really is that Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford basically are made fights at a point in time, even pretty much confirmed on social media by Ring Magazine, but then sounds like been postponed, has been stopped, not postponed, sorry. And we're going to go through the reasons. It sort of seems like, so the negotiations are going on, so January, February time. So as we're making this video, it's early February, so probably January, if not earlier December type time. And Canelo's staying pretty much at his weight near enough. Crawford's going to go up is the rumour. And it's going to be a super fight Turki Al-Sheikh wants to make and has said for a long time he wants to make. Canelo obviously says that we want to do it in September, and then sort of all is agreed, all is ready, pretty much confirmed by every outlet. It's going to happen, and then suddenly you've got Canelo in the meantime trying to make a fight outside of Turki Al-Sheikh's remit of business, really. So outside in boxing, but outside of Turki Al-Sheikh, trying to make a fight before the Crawford fight with Jake Paul, as Jake Paul big influencer who's been doing boxing for a good while now, fighting MMA fighters and other influencers before that, sorry. And now apparently going to face one of the best of all time, to be honest, in Canelo. So a big step up for Jake Paul, and rumoured that because this fight has sort of been not announced, but I mean pretty much every outlet and every news outlet out there for boxing has sort of pretty much confirmed that the talk has happened and basically the deal is done between Canelo and Jake Paul. And the rumour is this has annoyed Turki Al-Sheikh or Ring Magazine in general, and went, well, you're now making a fight with an influencer before you make a Crawford fight. This wasn't really on the table. The whole point of making the Crawford fight was it was your next fight. So look, this could be all a play, all of a type of thing to go, well, we're not letting you go over there with Jake Paul and then come back for a real fight. We want you to be, your next fight is Crawford. We don't want you diminishing your image or anything like that before a Crawford fight, which could mean we lose money. We made a deal in knowing that your image is as current. And that's the key, as current. If you and we're talking about, many of you may be thinking, well, how can I diminish my image? Canelo Alvarez, one of the best ever, to diminish his boxing image is in the sense of he is one of the best of all time against Jake Paul. Jake Paul needs to only get into round 2. That's how you diminish Alvarez's look by boxing in general. And to be honest, they're not marketing it to a boxing crowd. They're marketing it to, look, for a fight like this where it costs so much money, the mainstream, the person who doesn't care about boxing, 99 out of 100 fights, has to buy this fight to make it worthwhile for everyone involved. And in doing so, making this huge fight, making so much money involved, it does mean these people have to see it as a true fight between two of the best in the world. In going even to the second round with a Jake Paul sort of suggests Canelo isn't at the prime of his life. He's on the downturn, and it will affect sales. That's key. It will affect sales. All these people behind him that have made this deal, it's all to do with money. This whole, if there's no money involved, Crawford and Canelo would never face each other. They would go about their separate ways, going in the divisions they are in. But guess what? A load of money has been offered. It's a major fight. All boxing fans want to see it, and a lot of the mainstream will want to see it. But look, having a Jake Paul fight in between, even having one, sort of suggests that you're not at your prime of your life in a boxing sense, which will diminish the sales of the fight, I believe. So I think this is the whole reason why, a totally understandable reason why the people involved behind it, Turkey Al Sheikh, we say, but it's not just one person, as in him. It's this whole team going, look, this will diminish sales. I think we need to rethink this a bit, and I think that's key. I think the point is you've negotiated to a deal that sort of has your image as is, and it won't be. And sort of a tough negotiation decision there to make this fight. Canelo's trying to get double bubble on the money, trying to go, well, this year, by September, I'm making pretty much, I've got the Crawford fight where I'm making an absolute fortune, and I've got a Jake Paul fight, which I'll make an absolute fortune again. So, he's trying to get double bubble. The people involved behind the Crawford fight are not happy with that. And yeah, I think it's a tough one. I think, to be honest, it'll be will it carry? Will it stay in this vein? I think the fight may get made anyway, but I think once this starts coming how do I even put it? It's a bad feeling between the two of them. Going, you're trying to make a deal here, but then you're trying to make a deal there. You're trying to make a deal with everyone. It becomes a problem where you go, well, actually, I don't know what I'm buying as a deal. You want X amount, and to be honest, with the uncertainty, am I willing to put up to front that money? Maybe not, and that's the key. And maybe this is also part of the thing of going, Turkey Al Sheikh going, look, you guys who have options to fight elsewhere as well and still make a ton of money. By the way, if you want to make money with me, you do it through me. You let me know all the T's and C's, all the things that you could do that could affect you from now till that fight. And if I don't know about it, that's when there's a problem. And I think fair enough. I think totally fair enough with not even fighting a boxer. It's fighting an influencer who, look, this ain't gonna be good no matter what. If Canelo flatlines in round one, to be honest, even then, the build up to this fight is not going to be a pretty one. You see it in Misfits and the influencer boxing scene now, where look, KSI was meant to fight in Wayne Bridge. All these comments come out, and Wayne Bridge pulls out. It's not a professional boxing scene. It's not professional in any sense. It's the boxing is getting better, but I mean the actual in press conferences and stuff, it's not professional at all. The things they're commenting about, the things they're talking about, it's just off the scale where it's not professional sport talk. It's more the WWE, or even then, it's not even that. It's such a I come from the internet. I'm here to say the worst, most vulgar things possible to try and get a reaction, and even that will diminish a Canelo. Because Jake Paul will do his research and try and get under his skin. That's the key. It's all about getting them numbers up in an influencer space where people don't really care about the boxing. That's the key. They care about the people. They care about the influencers. They care about the reason these two want to fight. And that happens in boxing as well. But look, there's a hell of a lot of people who watch boxing for the skill. And that's the Canelo Crawford fight. It's all about the skill. All about, these are two of the best currently and the best of all time. Canelo definitely one of the best of all time, and Crawford, I say, is pretty much there as well. Is well known as well. So, it's two of the best of all time fighting each other, even though they're weight classes apart. Naturally, they will fight, and it's fights we would never have seen back in the day. And I think, to be honest, I think it's a problem where it does Turkey Al Sheikh and the rest of the people behind this fight really want to make an example of Canelo in this fight to really show, look, you can't be doing this, or will they renegotiate and just make the fight anyway? And I think that could happen. But for now, I think we're in a land of going, well, we don't know. it's all unknown again. We thought the Crawford Canelo fight was done, but to be honest, we don't know. And I think truly it depends on what happens in this Jake Paul fight. I fully expect Turki Al-Sheikh to wait his time. He may wait his time to see how this fight comes out. If Canelo comes out pretty much unscathed in, firstly, the boxing sense, and also outside the ring, I think he makes it again. And I think he could make it for the same money for Canelo, which Canelo would want. But look, there's a hell of a lot of risk around that fight with Jake Paul. I think there's a lot of, I wouldn't say in the boxing sense, I'll say more in the build up, the press conferences, stuff coming out, and just Jake Paul trying to do mental warfare for months never really helps the image of anyone involved, I don't think. So I think, to be honest, Canelo will try, I think, have to respond at some point. It just doesn't make anyone look good or professional. And I think doing it anyway, does Canelo think he's over the hill? Is he just trying to get paydays now? We don't know about that, but the Crawford fight was made and basically signed away, pretty much from what I hear and what pretty much everyone else has put out. And it just seems a right shame that the fans were going to get something great and it's been took away by, something that, to be honest, to have this much reaction must have not been discussed that well, if anything, to Turki Al-Sheikh and the rest of them behind the Crawford fight. I do think it sort of suggests he's over the hill. He's looking for them big paydays alone. Because, to be honest, if not, would you not do it the other way around? If Canelo offers Jake a fight, or Jake's always going to take a Canelo fight, to be honest with you. And is it bettered by him winning a Crawford fight? But again, the other side of it, if he loses, is it worsened? There's two sides of every coin. But yeah, I think it sort of suggests Canelo believes he's not at the top of his game anymore, to quite honest. And he's looking for them big paydays to end his career. He's looking for 2 big paydays this year and then to retire. That's key. The retirement's coming in 2025. I don't think anyone can consider that it's probably not coming in 2025. He's looking to get through, say from now, 8 months time, he's going to have 2 major fights paying multi millions, hundreds of millions of pounds, and he'll just retire. And sort of suggests he's over the hill. He's looking for the retirement paychecks, and that's what he's tried to do, and it's sort of backfired, to be honest with you. But please let me know what you think in the comments of these developments. I very much hope we get a Canelo Crawford fight before he retires, and I don't think that's too long away from what's been talked about. Look, the Jake Paul fight is a fight. I don't think it'll be a true boxing fight. I think it'll be exhibition, but I don't think it helps Crawford's image if Jake Paul gets out of round 1. Even if it is an exhibition, because, the exhibition part of it doesn't really go to the mainstream. It don't exactly advertise as an exhibition truly freely. They don't want to be saying, look, this ain't really a boxing fight. So, look, it may be an exhibition. Everyone can sort of find that out. But, it might not be. But I can't see how it's not, to be honest. So, let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.